Drunken Wrestlers 2 PvP servers are back online. As I had previously reported, Drunken Wrestlers 2, a free-to-play fighting game gem on Steam by the independent solo video game developer Oleg Scoot, could no longer keep player versus player servers online at the time. The online servers disappeared for the foreseeable future. Oleg released a video explaining the situation and details how he moved out of Russia to the country of Georgia to avoid the sanctions placed on Russia by the United States government. Oleg could no longer receive his money from Google that he was making from his games while living in Russia. Without access to his usual flow of income, he could not afford to pay to keep the Drunken Wrestlers 2 servers up and running. After he moved to Georgia, Oleg also released another game called Loco Motorica Staggering Ragdoll to help pay the cost to restore the Drunken Wrestlers 2 PvP servers. I know the Russian military has done some really bad things, but US sanctions that lead to knocking down the Drunken Wrestlers 2 PvP servers is a clear crime against humanity. Thanks to Oleg's efforts, the servers are back online once again for one of the best fighting games ever made. I discovered Drunken Wrestlers 2 while there was no way to access online PvP matches, so I'm experiencing them in all their glory now for the first time. I don't have to play against bots no more. While violent actions of armies like Russia and the US are often condemnable, broad sanctions and embargoes are designed to affect an entire population of a country's citizenship who are mostly innocent and not deserving of punishment. Yet sanctions ineffectively are an attempt for one country to force another country to comply, but what usually happens is just that innocent people suffer and hardworking solo indie game developers become refugees of their own homeland just to make ends meet. Oleg Scoot was working on another game called Dream.io, AI-powered adventures that utilized AI technology to provide the player with a choose-your-own-adventure experience. However, Steam started a new policy that removed games using certain AI tech, and Dream.io is the next Oleg Scoot creation to disappear from Steam for now. Dream.io is still accessible through Oleg Scoot's Patreon account if you want to check it out. I commend Oleg Scoot's determination and can't wait to see what's next. Meanwhile, Drunken Wrestlers 2 online PvP is back, baby, and has been one of the best fighting game experiences I've ever had. It's free to play with cosmetic microtransactions for your character, so you can even support a solo indie game dev that is fighting to push forward the future of what video game gameplay can be. I gotta tell you guys, this game is so much fun. The physicality of it all, the physics, and now that it's player versus player, what I prefer doing is doing the 1v1 fights. But you can also play with up to, I was in a Royal Rumble situation, so there's all kinds of different options you can do. You can host your own servers, change all the rules up. Sometimes I do the regular Drunken Wrestlers 2, kind of the standard rules where you can knock limbs off. I got my goddamn limb knocked off and I had to beat this guy with one hand. There's also a kickboxing realism setting. I hosted my own server in the second match here. I ended up doing those rule sets where you can't knock limbs off and you got stamina, so you really got to take a breather every once in a while and then go back at it. It's a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical, but you know, it's all good, man. It's all good stuff in Drunken Wrestlers 2. In the first match here, a guy ended up rage quitting. I beat him so bad. He's probably mad that he knocked my arm off and I was still able to beat him with one hand. You know, these are my first two matches in Drunken Wrestlers 2 PvP, and I went 2-0. With my second match, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but that was the kickboxing realism match. Decided to go into the octagon here, the cage fight, but in my last little video, Drunken Wrestlers 2 short, you saw me in the bar. There's all kinds of different levels. There's mod editors where you can create your own levels, upload them to the workshop. There's workshop support where you can download other people's creations. The possibilities are endless. Drunken Wrestlers 2 has a bright future. It's been going strong for a while. Even when the online servers went down, this game was still worth checking out, still worth playing against bots. Now it's just gotten even better in 2023, and I hope the player base grows and we get some more of these modders in there creating creations, adding on to Drunken Wrestlers 2 with more levels and more mods. I just planning on making my own level as well. Let me know if you guys got any ideas in the comments below. I got a few ideas of myself. Maybe we can mash them together and make something brand new that's worth checking out on the workshop. So I'll let you guys know, keep you updated when that's up there. Drunken Wrestlers 2, spread the word. It's free to play on Steam. Now, I haven't about any microtransactions yet, but if you guys want to, you can do that. And there's a whole lot of unlockables. There's progression where you can unlock new cosmetics. If you don't want to pay a dime, you don't have to. But in a game like this, I wouldn't mind, man. This is a solo developer, Oleg Scoop. This is the type of dude you want to support if you're gonna throw some money towards some cosmetics. Activision, Blizzard, they got enough money, alright? If you're gonna throw down some money, do it on Drunken Wrestlers 2, because Oleg Scoop, man, he's really putting in the hard work and determination. He's moving from country to country just so he can get the servers back, basically, of Drunken Wrestlers 2. He's making other games. He's got all kinds of great ideas. And that's the kind of determination you need to make something as great as Drunken Wrestlers 2. This guy is willing to put it on the line, really pack up and move from his homeland. He probably doesn't want to move away from his family, but he's determined to bring us a product that is going to be life-changing, not only for us, but for him as well. And you got to hand it to him, man. Throw him a few bucks. Support his Patreon. You'll get access to Dream.io, game I was wanting to check out when it came on Steam. I had wishlisted and everything, and now Steam says they don't want no AI games on their storefront. So I guess maybe I'm going to have to contribute to his Patreon there. $3 a month will get you Dream.io. I like that idea. Choose your own adventure. It sounds fun, man. We got Loco Motorica. Check it out. I bought that. So I felt like I've already supported Oleg Scoop in quite a big way there. I threw him about $8 for Loco Motorica Stagger and Ragdoll, which also has some mod support and Steam Workshop support. Check that out. It's a fun, challenging, physics-based game as well. It's a side-scrolling traversal type game. And if that ain't your cup of tea, then stick to Drunken Wrestlers 2. I feel like I contributed in my own little way to bringing back the servers of Drunken Wrestlers 2 by buying Loco Motorica Stagger and Ragdoll. So, you know, this is a group effort. This is a team effort, and I'm all about supporting, especially solo indie devs or small teams of indie devs, man. They're really doing some great things. I've never seen a game like Drunken Wrestlers 2 do what Drunken Wrestlers 2 is doing. And I gotta shout out BattleBit Remastered too. That's 2 or 3 guys that are making that game, and they're doing things that Battlefield wishes they could do. And they're just taking a different approach to it, a different route, man. You know, the graphics might not be photorealistic, but the gameplay is better than anything else you could do with better graphics. So that's a trade-off you got to make. I think it's the right way to go. It's a smart way to go, and it's a more fun way to go. I can look past some of these silly graphics and stuff, and in all actuality, the graphics don't bother me one bit because it's just a different art style. And graphics aren't everything. I did a poll on the channel. What's more important, graphics or gameplay? Gameplay is going to win out every time if you're a true gamer and you're not just trying to watch a movie with some cutscenes and what have you. So, anywho, Drunken Wrestlers 2, man, it's kicking now on all gears. It's kicking on full steam or whatever they say. It's really kicking now with both legs. So, like my cat does when she gets a new toy. Check it out here. You can check this out for free on Steam. Drunken Wrestlers 2. I'm gonna be in the PvP lobbies, man. You might catch me, or I might catch you with a left hook out there. Don't slip on me now. I'm gonna be hosting some servers as well. Probably some 1v1s, and if you want to, you can 1v1 me out there. Check it out. Until next time, this has been Rusty Fluger. Rusty Fluger, over and out.